Hey friends, it's Jen with J Vinco, and I have not been able to record for quite some time, so I just wanted to get in here today and do some magazine harvest. That seemed like the easiest way to get back into working on some stuff. I have been pretty busy with school, and coming up to the last month of the semester here is has been busy. So that stinks because I would rather just do some stuff, but that's the way it is. If you haven't watched my videos before, I typically do some magazine harvesting and then work in some glue books, and sometimes I journal just whatever I happen to be able to do at that time. And so I'm just going to go through a couple of these magazines. I have to tell you guys, I think I mentioned it in my last video maybe, that I went up to a place an hour north of here, and I got all of these magazines while I was there just in the hotel. It was in the area where you can find brochures for things to do, touristy things. And I was like, ooh, and I went and grabbed one of each. They're all free, so I just grabbed one of each. It was pretty exciting. It was kind of like a jackpot moment. So I just wanted to mention that if you do go somewhere, that there might be a bunch of free magazines you can take with you. So that was pretty exciting. This is going to have Easter stuff in it, which I'm still going to cut out even though Easter has passed us by. Look at all these fruits. These could go on my fruit pages. So this one I am going to cut it out even though it's got a little chunk out of it here. I think maybe if I do another fruit page, which I'm sure I will, then these two fruit butterflies can kind of go like be little eye-catching pieces in there. So yeah, school, pretty busy. I'm excited that the semester's gonna be done soon, but also I'll have a week off and then my summer semester starts. So, but it'll be nice to move on to some different classes, and I'll have kind of a break because I won't be doing internship again until the fall. So that'll be good. Maybe do a trip, I don't know, during the summer. I kind of like these and these. I like colorful things. I'll just take the whole page out. Oh, little money butterflies. All kinds of cute stuff on this page. I'll just take it. Better make sure I'm on camera. That's my favorite thing to do, go off camera. Okay, so hopefully you guys have been doing well. We did have a fun Easter. It was nice. We went, there was an Easter egg thing at a neighborhood kind of nearby. And so I have an 8-year-old son, so we took him there, and I have a 16-year-old who kind of just stayed with my significant other, and we kind of just watched him look for Easter eggs. There were a few golden eggs, and those we thought had better prizes in them, so he was looking for those. There was only a couple of them though. Oh, this is cute. Look at this worm in front of this library. That's pretty cool. I wonder where that is. Probably says it somewhere on here. Somewhere in a small town. Oh, Casey, wherever. Oh, Casey, Illinois. Okay, that's cute. I like the little face. I'm gonna cut out the little face. Looks like me with his glasses. He's fun. We'll take him. They have all kinds of interesting stuff here. Big rocking chair. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, so Easter eggs. We didn't end up doing anything like a big Easter dinner for whatever reason. I don't know why. Just didn't feel like it, I guess. But we did a bunch of activities. We still decorated eggs, and I don't even remember. It seems like that weekend was jam-packed full of stuff. Oh, we saw my nephew that weekend too, so that was good. Oh, here's an even bigger one. I guess I'll cut that one out too. These are pretty nice looking. I could use those on my drink page too. Maybe I'll take both of these pages. These are good. So far I'm just ripping out pages mostly to deal with later. I really do want a glue book. So I've been watching Nicole from Relax Cut Glue, and it kind of makes me want to get a like smaller book, or a book with not many pages, so I can kind of have a finished product fairly quickly, just kind of have it themed or whatever. These are cute. That'll be good for the fruit page too. Wow. All kinds of cool stuff in this one. Springy. It's so funny how we like conceptualize what we're doing, with especially people who journal or glue book. Like you put limitations on what you can do. You're like, oh no, I'm just gonna have a glue book that's like this, and I can only do this in it. And then you're like, well, that's kind of stifling things. Maybe that's too difficult. Or if you don't have any parameters, then it's too wide open and hard to do anything. Oh, that's a neat looking butterfly, but I kind of like this thing too. Yeah, and that'll definitely cut into the butterfly. I don't know how prone I am to putting butterflies on things, though. I guess I'll just take out the whole page again. Make it my problem later. So anyway, like the two glue books I'm working in, I feel like I have parameters in there, and I'm like, well, maybe I'll have to do these other things I'm thinking about in a different glue book, even though I have pages in this one where I can just do whatever, on these pages, and I still have blank pages in the middle where I can collage however I want. So I don't know, it's sometimes just like defining or categorizing things kind of gives me a hang up anyway. I like these jars. Yeah, so I don't know. I just keep thinking about different ways I want to glue book. Like, I am not real good with the random stuff, or I mean, I make some things look random, but they have to make sense to me, which takes more time than just picking out a few things and gluing them all down. And so I feel like I want to plan things out in a way that makes sense to me. So it just takes longer and feels like I don't know, I'm the holdup. I'm the problem. So, I don't know. I might go to the Dollar Tree and see if I can get some of the thinner books. She found square books with like rainbows on the cover that were only 8 pages inside, basically. So I don't know, I might see if I can find something like that and then make it a certain way. I like putting things together that don't look like they go together sometimes. I'm just weird. I always cut this out, but I'm going to take it anyway. Take the Dakota out. That is my nephew's name. It has Be Legendary underneath it. Maybe I'll keep that with his name when I put it on something. If you haven't watched my videos before, I definitely, I kind of go through these kind of quickly. It takes a while to get through 3 magazines, and it's just my first kind of glance through it. But I do end up going through magazines multiple times, and then I sometimes have other people that want to go through magazines and cut stuff out. So I definitely, I'm sure you see me missing all kinds of stuff, and you're like, no, cut that out, that looks awesome. But maybe I'll get it on my second or third glance through. And then sometimes I wait and I'm looking for specific things. So I'll come back to some of these magazines and cut out specific stuff. And then when I watch this while I'm editing, I'm like, oh gosh, cut that out. Why didn't you cut that out? So then I'll go back and get stuff sometimes at that point. I know I already took a couple of these, but I'm gonna take a couple more. I like those little marbleized cookies in butterfly shape. What's hard for me to think of too is words sometimes, which words I want to take out. Little dinosaur chicken nugget. I would think about it, but it's because my son eats a lot of chicken nuggets. As if you have a 3 to 8-year-old, I'm sure your child eats a lot of chicken nuggets too, maybe. It's a pretty good guess. I like this butterfly. It looks kind of like jewelry. All right, on to the next one. Let's see what we have here. This is so weird. Look at this bracelet she's wearing. It's like got a nose and a nose ring and an eye. It's like a weird partial face. I don't know. That is so strange. I think I might cut it out. Ooh, that purse is awesome. Wow. Oh, I can get both of them. I think. Because this nose, this face thing. Yeah. I can get both. That's exciting. I don't even know what I put that on, but that is the weirdest piece of jewelry I think I've ever seen. That's very strange. How anyone even thought to make that a piece of jewelry is just crazy. I'm just gonna keep the arm too, just because I don't know if I'll want that, but I'll just keep this whole thing for now. You don't need those. Well, I cut up the whole cover. That's good. Ooh, wow, they are making some super awesome purses. These are quirky, like these are my kind of style. Maybe I'll cut that one out too. Just because I like it. I guess I like the good stuff because it's Louis Vuitton. So, yeah, if you know me, you know that is the farthest thing from the truth. I don't really bother with, like, I don't know, expensive purses and couture and stuff like that. But I like pumpkins, so that's cool. I'll take it. That's a lot of fabric pattern going on there. Are all all of these pages this thick? No. These are some all like the same thickness as the cover pages up front here. Wow, some colorful fashion going on these days. Kind of 80s reminiscent, just with all the colors. Which I guess makes sense because there's mullets around again. So it's coming back around a little bit. I guess the newer generations kind of pick and choose what they liked, because I think I've seen flares and bell bottoms too recently. Ooh, look at that clock. Ooh, I'm cutting that one out for sure. Wow. That's super cool looking. I like the cloud with it too. That is so neat. I should stop looking through this magazine because all this stuff is expensive, so it's not like I'll get it though. I'm gonna cut this cloud out too. I like it. This one's pretty exciting. I'm liking this magazine. I do like green, that's my favorite color. I don't know that I like the style of that, so I'm probably not going to take that one. Oh, those are interesting. Gosh, what else is new? It's been like more than 2 weeks since I posted a video. I'm trying to think. This is pretty cool. I guess I'm going to take these out. Oh, our garbage disposal stopped working, which wasn't real cool. And it ended up being an electrical issue. So, because we're renting right now, we kind of had to wait for when the landlord would want to do something about it, but it was like we were camping inside the house because we couldn't, I don't know, it was hard to cook or anything without being able to use the sink much, because it was like the garbage disposal stopped working and then it was kind of backed up and we couldn't really wash anything down the sink anymore. So yeah, it was like camping for a while. which isn't real fun. So it did get fixed. So it was nice to be able to cook again. Those things are so disruptive sometimes. Like when something stops working, we get comfortable with how things are. Oh, this is really cool. Like a ride, a carnival ride or whatever. I don't know what I would do with any of this, but I kind of like it. I guess I'll take it out. Maybe I'll use like this or this. Like, I don't know. Or these lights. I don't know. I'll do something with it eventually. After this session of cutting stuff out, I really need to do something with some of this stuff because I just have a lot of images to use. I need to go on like a collage frenzy pretty soon. Keys. I don't know. This one's kind of cool. I don't know that I want the city people thing on it though. I'll just cut it like that. I cut out things like this sometimes. Ooh, I like this one. And the cats are barreling up and down the stairs over here. Kind of creeping me out. I'm home alone right now and they're making noises. Wow, that's pretty cool. I really like these colors. That is some bold and busy decoration in there. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll look at the rest of these squares again, see if I want any of these, and I could kind of use some blocks on the background of a page. One's okay. Yeah, maybe that's it for the blocks. Oh. Yeah. Wow, that's quite a skirt. Quite a dress outfit. Backgrounds are hard to even pay attention to sometimes. Like, this might be a good... Yeah, I'll just take it out. Might be a good background for something. Yeah, so at the end of this semester here, this is not gonna... It's gonna get worse before it gets better. I've got got a big final project in each class instead of having a final test, and really should be getting those things, like trying to get any of them done now, so that they're not all piled up at the end. Oh, I wish this wasn't in between. I'm gonna take it anyway, but this is a really cool picture with this farmland, or whatever it is. What is it? Yeah, I think it's farmland. Just turn the magazine, yo. Let's stop trying to cut this backwards. Well, it's okay. I like it. I can just put it in between two pages like that if I want. I'll do what I want. I feel like creativity, like, to be able to do what I want takes a lot of time and, like, energy from my brain. And it sometimes feels like I don't have a lot of that to put toward it, but I want to. I like this. All the hands reaching. It's creepy. This is what motherhood feels like. Everybody's trying to get you. And they want something. This is good. Maybe I'll cut out this. That'll be relevant for me next year. Can't believe it's already the middle of April. Time's going really fast. Oh, that's pretty. All right, let's save the rest of this. Maybe I'll just take that diamond, just this one, for my jewel page when I get around to that. Okay, let's see, what time are we at here? 20 minutes? Last one. Let's do this Better Homes and Gardens. So I do really want to daily journal, or I mean even weekly journal, but I'm still not really doing it. I think, I don't know, I just have to be okay with during school just not having the time and resources to do some of this stuff, or just to not do it very much. I mean, I'd like to, but it's just really hard. And I'm reading, like, for class a lot, and then still trying to sneak in books that are not school related. Wow, that's really nice. It's a pretty nice background. I think I'll take this. And then trips, like I have to go, my school is a few hours away actually, so most of my schoolwork is online, like correspondence type stuff. But we do go there in person a couple times during the program, and so that is coming up again. I like this. And then these goats. That's pretty cool. I'll just take that. So yeah, just drive down there and stay there for a few days around Memorial Day timing, or right, like immediately following Memorial Day. And then aside from when I actually go down to walk for graduation, I won't have another in-person visit. But it's a little higher altitude there, so last time I went I had a headache like for 3 whole days. It just really wouldn't go away. I'm really hoping that is not going to happen again when I go around Memorial Day. I think it's hard for me to drink enough water. I just really don't even pay attention to it. I like this pillow. I keep coming back to it. I'm just gonna take it. Really hard for me to pay attention to drink enough water, and then it's kind of stressful and you don't sleep as well when you're not at home. So it could have been a combination of things. It's kind of it's an intense in-person experience too, so just the stress from that could add to how difficult, I don't know why the headache wouldn't go away, but I really don't want a headache for 3 days in a row again. So just chug water. Just drink and drink and drink this time. I think it'll be better too because I'll know what to expect this time, and I had no idea what to expect last time. Not with the headache per se, but just with the whole experience. I like this thing. I'll take that. So yeah, so every day when class was over, I pretty much came back to my hotel and just like collapsed. I got food for dinner most of the nights and then just came back and like sat there like a zombie a little bit. And then, oh, I like this background with these fruits. And I went to sleep early most of the days, and then I woke up, you know, pretty early, which was good because there's no leeway to be late or miss class when you're there. So you gotta make sure you're ready and getting places on time. But like I said, I'll know what to expect this time, so maybe it'll go better as far as the headache goes. I don't know. Yesterday we went to IKEA, which I try to avoid like the plague. Like, I think it's cool and there's a lot of cool stuff there, but I haven't figured out a way to avoid like going through the whole maze, and it feels like you're visiting a museum or something like that, and they're herding you through. You have to go down, you know, a certain way and go through the whole thing. But I do like the stuff they have there, and we did end up getting a couple things. We got a chair for the front room. Our front room, we have like an entertainment center set up for the kids, kind of, so that they have their, oh, I almost got it, but I missed. They have some of their game systems, or they can watch a show in there. And then we still have the family room, so I mean, it's not like we're separate all the time. It's just I wanted them to have kind of their own hangout lounge. And we're not really formal living room kind of folks. We're more functional, so we also have a table in there, like to do crafting at, or to play games, or they can eat there sometimes. So, wow, this is really nice and colorful. Ooh, I like these, but the stuff is in front of them. And the butterflies. Ooh, look at these drinks. Kevin, get out of here. Kevin, no. Have an unruly cat in here. Just trying to claw at stuff. Get out of here. I guess I'll just cut out this big one. Nope. I'm gonna save this to be a problem for later too. That's how it goes. Oh, I like this egg too a lot hanging here. I'll just save it. Save it for later. I had big intentions of making like deviled eggs and stuff, and we hard-boiled a bunch of eggs, but I didn't actually make deviled eggs, and probably almost no one would have eaten them. Got some picky eaters here. I really like these. These are okay, but I'm gonna take these. I have no idea what I was talking about before Kevin interrupted us. Here. Oh, he heard his name, so he came back in. He is 3, almost 3.5, but he still sounds like a little baby kitten. His little voice is gonna stay that way, I guess. That's cool. He's got Peter Pan syndrome, I guess. The other one, Mr. Wiggins, has like this really guttural, obnoxious meow. Sometimes, ugh. Let's see. Oh, these are cool. been ordering a few things off of that Temu, T-E-M-U site. I think lots of people have, because if you do order from it, it seems like they have been taking a lot longer to ship things. But there's some interesting stuff on there, and it's so cheap. It just, I don't know. Feels like a fun thing to do sometimes. I kind of like these, some of these little yoga poses. Maybe just this one. This one, like squatting, I don't know. I don't know what I would really do with that one. That doesn't really seem like something I'd necessarily use. No, probably should have looked at this. No, I don't need that. That's fine. Alright, well, I guess that's it for my first run through on these magazines. Let's just see what we have here. Got some full pages to decide on later. Let's see what other full pages we got here. We got this one. And back here. Oh, we got a few. I like the Easter stuff. Some pretty cool stuff here. Oh, and this guy. Yeah, I don't know who's gonna win that one, the butterfly or the orange thing. Orange furniture. I don't know what that is. Some really colorful stuff though. That's a fun aspect of spring. All these different colors. Like these goats and the little earth. I don't know, I like that. And a couple background scenes. Those will be good. All these creepy hands. So I did get some like background blocks. And some jewels and some clocks. Ooh, I like this one. And these purses. These are super cool today. And this little weird face bracelet. I don't even know what to say about that one. So yeah, the spring magazines had all kinds of cool stuff, I think, today. I'm big into colorful. I haven't figured that one out yet. So we did pretty good today. Well, thank you for joining me. I am going to really try hard to have a gluing session here, maybe even today still. Maybe I'll have time to keep working on this afternoon, even though I should be doing my schoolwork. So it was good to see you guys. Thank you for joining me. I hope you are getting a chance to do some fun creative stuff, and I will see you next time. Take care.